Welcome to the 10th video in the SAS SCADA configuration training series. This video will show the project settings after database import, adapting it according to your scenario. First, open the project and log in with the appropriate user. Then, click the Settings tab and adjust the Culture Info field according to the Windows display language on the server where ActionNet is installed. Then, check if the PostgreSQL database is installed and configured. To access the step-by-step installation and configuration guide, follow the link on this video's description. The configuration will be done in three main models: datasets, devices, and templates. Dataset configuration. Navigate to the Datasets module. By default, the system uses SQLite-based dataset connections, suitable only for the test environments. For production applications, we recommend PostgreSQL because it is robust, high-performing, and free database. Next, configure the connection string, logon name, and logon password as defined during the database installation and configuration. To edit the field logon password, you need to be logged in with the correct username. After completing the database configuration, click Test to validate the connection. Repeat the procedure for all other banks. Change the reference in the DB column for the PostgreSQL connections in two tabs: Tables and Queries. If you need to use the database other than PostgreSQL, please consult the documentation. Device configuration. During the import process, the channels and nodes were imported with default settings and require some adjustments. In the Channel section, you must enable the channels associated with the IDs by changing the column Initial State from Reserved to Enabled. Channels that aren't in use should remain marked as reserved. Accessing protocol options, you will be able to see the protocol settings, and they should be edited according to the protocol manual. In Nodes, edit the primary and secondary stations as needed. Consult the documentation for more information. In Points, the report points must be created manually. This real-time point will contain the current state of the report. More information about configuring these points can be found in the documentation. Template configuration. To ensure the correct functioning of the screens and scripts during project initialization, some variables must be configured in the ZLAT server template. Open it and right-click the table header in order to enable the start value and comment columns. In the DB provider configuration, set in start value the number associated with the database configured for the project. In the configuration date format import, define in start value the date and time format according to the project's culture. Finally, by changing the start value in the configuration functionalities list, it is possible to change the features that will appear in the header combo box, following a specific format. For more information, please refer to the documentation. Screen configuration. Finally, it is also necessary to configure the screen symbols for the single-line diagrams and the architecture screen. There are two pre-configured single-line diagrams that can be edited. To edit them, click on the Insert Symbol icon and select the desired symbols from the folder. Or copy the bay objects from the object table and paste them onto the screen. To open the settings for each symbol, double-click it. Save the changes. Some symbols have other labels that must be configured in specific situations. Please refer to the documentation for more details on configuring different bays. To edit the architecture communication screen, relate the symbols in their respective bays, which are already displayed on the screen. Save the changes. Customizing equipment descriptions. To customize the equipment description in the base symbols that appear in the single line diagrams, it is necessary to configure the equipment names file. Here's an explanation of the header fields. The object field represents the name of the bay registered in ActionNet. CB is the base circuit breaker. The mnemonic S89 are related to these connectors. Finally, the bay name Destiny is the description that identifies the bay. For transformers, specify the destination bay to which it is connected. For e-commerce, specify the source bay to which it is connected. Now we can run the project. Activate the modules Alarms, Datasets, Scripts, Historia, and Displays. Click on Startup to open the project in Run mode. Enter the appropriate credentials and view the project. It is possible to verify the screen dynamics by simulating some values. This video presented the project settings after database import, adapting it according to your scenario. Some information was presented regarding the database modules, equipment connectivity, and some internal settings. In the next video, we will explore some additional interlocking and topology configurations. See you then. Thanks for watching.